It's unlikely, I have to say, but the CT start...
Listen, man, I'm just trying to give them some hope.
I know,
You've already told me it's unlikely.
Well, that just makes it more romantic when they do come through and win it, you know? It's going to be a lot more exciting.
Yeah, but that's unlikely.
A lot more fun. We'll see what can be done. As we get into the pistol round, like we said, 100 Thieves has been good in these rounds so far, and Astralis will be coming in with 4 sets of Kevlar. 1 smoke, 1 flash, 1 HE, all in the back pocket of Zipex. Towards the lobby they go. Could be just upper push here with the grenade. We'll see what happens. Doors blown out. Smoke towards main. Flash through, and in they go.
Elias leads the way in terms of contact, but not in terms of HP. In fact, far below the others. Dinked, Gooshed, down to 23. Aza on 1 damage, but no kills. Going the way of Astralis. Bomb planted. 5 on 5 on Nuke. Not often you see that, especially on the upper side. Dupree knows that they're going to be coming back in from upper. Lias, the man who went down early, still finds 2 kills. And surprisingly, they survive with greater numbers. You would have thought that early damage led to bullets landed.
He gets
in
another.
Chaotic fashion. You're absolutely right. Lias is taking advantage of it. Gratisfaction's on the defuse. 36 HP, but just thinks he sprayed in. Just barely got back to it in time. That could have been the round, and now the 1 HP has to do it all. Magisk will pull it back.
That's insane. There was like half a second left on that defuse. I think less than that. And they somehow get him. I don't think they realized how close that was. It was 100 Thieves taking about 200 damage to kick things off there. It was a 5 on 5. Lias gets 3 in total, just 6 points of health, but still it wasn't enough. The 4 defuse came in. It looked like it was enough there, especially those 2 opening cracks, but this was the kill to separate everything. Magis somehow handles the situation so well. The reload comes in as well. Look at the timer up there. Oh, it was so close. Like 0.1 seconds on it. Insane. Oh, that's gutting for them. Astralis essentially steal away the pistol. Force Spike comes in response. You don't see many of these work out on the CD side of Nuke. Deagles, a CZ, MP9 and a Scout. Up against the 2 rifles and 3 SMGs here of Astralis. They'll slow things right down now. A chaotic pistol. Headshot for JKS on the cards, but he'll take a bullet to the face instead.
Kratz trying to make them go splat with the Scout of all weapons toward Highway. Backs away from the position. And that will give him a chance to actually get lower. Az is the one that waits inside of the control room, but a lack thereof as Device comes through the window with the Krieg. Astralis, with their first pistol in the series, are going to make it a relatively easily converted round. Yeah, you know, look, it's been a while.
Yeah, you still, kind of getting the rust off, you know.
Exactly. If you got a chisel, it would help. There's quite a bit. Just get me a, what is it? The hammer and what's the, not the awl, there's a tool for that. I can't remember what it's called. Someone will tweet me, I'm sure.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I used to use one of those in woodwork back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. My grandfather and I used to do it all the time.
Wasn't very good at that. Made an egg once out of wood. That was about the peak of my carpentry skills. Still got that if you want it. I'll bring that to you as a gift, mate.
Oh, maybe. There you go.
A wooden egg. Oh, it's actually a pretty expensive round, all things considered. They might steal away a couple of rifles here. Oh, not quite. Maybe Devices and I, the second rifle, but Lias will save his. Tucks himself in the corner. 2-0, so the AK might be influential this round, but still unlikely to win it. 5-1 for Lias. He gets 3 in the pistol, 2 in the previous round, takes an AK and armor into the next. He might be able to drop a Deagle, drops a P250. Another one potentially. Not feeling too generous today. Just the 1 P250. It's enough though. And he gets a flash as well. So got the work cut out for them, but there is a chance with the AK in hand. That 1-tap potential. And where will he be positioned? Lias makes his way towards main entrance. The only player that can really cause any sort of damage here, and there's no smokes towards outside. He can get a quick kill and fall back. Oh, maybe not.
Nice with the opener. Single AK for Aza. Brought over and down. Jacob at least gets the trade off the damage that it did. Gratisfactions managed to pick up a Krieg from the kill. So an AK is still on the ground. The Krieg, the preferable weapon, as we've alluded to many times so far in this matchup, but a second gun was for the grabbing. Unfortunately, no one there to do so. Leaves Gratisfaction now as the only man left alive in Glaive. Short work of him from long outside through the opening door, and it's now 3-0 for Astralis. 100 Thieves will finally have a full buy. Gratisfaction naturally onto the AWP. And with armor, just to note. No shadow fiending at this time.
Is that a Dota reference?
It's literally the biggest glass cannon.
Oh, there you go.
God, it's fun to play him in a good game, but when you get steamrolled at the start, it sucks.
Well, Gratisfaction with the AWP, that's for sure. A difficult round, 400 Thieves here. Chance to win it though, but fast pacing from Glaive, looking to get towards the secret steps quickly. Jacob there towards secret to shut that potential down, but Glaive has made his way through. You'll commonly see him here alone. He's the in-game leader. A lot of leaders do prefer to get in this position by themselves and have no input lag on the rotations, but there it is. Nice crossfire from the vents. Az will get the first kill. Second for 100 Thieves as well, but quickly converted. Zipex is doing God's work here towards the upper bomb site. This kill is everything, and it's going to be JK here to keep them in the round here, and not for long potentially. It's down to an even kill. One-on-one, both of them 1 bullet potential, with 1 minute 15 left on the clock. Jacob towards the ramp room. He's got all of the utility. A fuse kit as well. Plants come in a little bit awkward with Zipex, but he gets it down.
Just get inside the red line. And don't color outside of the lines, kids.
This will be an ace for Zipex if he pulls this one off. He's the master of the clutch scenario. He just puts himself in a position where, sure, if they check it, he's going to die, but if they don't, he's got a guaranteed kill.
And that's the difficulty. Because he has 2 HP, it's a common spot. He's hoping they're going to walk to his crosshair, not the other way around. So it becomes a bit difficult. 2 angles on the floor he has to watch. It'll be the further one that he's not looking at. He has to take advantage of. He knows he's there now because of the nade. Oh, he's got this surely. Ace clutch Tipex. He's on it. Did he hear him? Certainly did. Timed it to perfection. And another clutch for the Minister.
That's insane. The fact he's so calm in that position as well. The smoke goes down. He doesn't spam straight away. He just holds his position, waits for the defuse come in, waits till it gets to the point where he knows he's got to be defusing now. And luckily, just 1 bullet in his general direction was enough to take him down. The 8th clutch from Zipex. We'll find them a 4-0 start here on the T side of Nuke. They got the first 2 picks on the CT side, but still, Zipex comes out trumps. It's a great little sequence from him here, and this was a masterful play. Great stuff, and another partial buy for 100 Thieves, but these are the rounds they normally come online, you know. CZs, a bit too much aggression from the Astralis side, get a rifle, fall back, win the round, but they've only got 1 smoke and a flashbang to work with here. A 5-0 start on the CV side of Nuke would be an absolute disaster here, but we'll see what they can do with this.
Glaive. Getting closer toward the ramp room, the radio. Trophy room, I suppose now we call it. I still wish Valve would do a slight change to that trophy cabinet and make it the trophies from the majors.
Yeah, that would be a nice touch.
Gratisfaction opens things up onto device outside as well with the CZ 75 and a stack inside a ramp, excuse me, could be a problem. Crossfire set, established, and executed. Has in fact going to close out the round. Zipex and Magisco down 4 rounds to 1 as 100 Thieves quite literally thieve 1 away with just pistols to work with.
Yeah, you don't want to go towards ramping against those CZs. The tightest choke point on the map, and once they were committed, they had to try and trade things out, but when it's towards the Lion's Den there, CZs come out on top. It's a frantic exchange, but 100 Thieves get their first round. We said the CZs normally deliver in those sort of scenarios, and to be fair, Astralis have had some difficult rounds here. Sure, they were 4-0 up, but not with the bomb plant there. They actually might have to take an eco at this point. They're averaging around $3,000 per player, so it will be Deagles, PG-50s, maybe not even armor. As they'll take a tactical timeout here on the terrorist side. So just going to be biding their time. Not going to be forcing. Maybe just try and get the bomb down if possible. Could go towards ramp once again, but no real utility deployed. 1 by 1. Did manage to trade efficiently, but there's just too many players there as they close things out. Round 6 now. All for Gratisfaction. Bit of a lifeline. So just PD-50s, Deagle, no armor, no nades. See if anything can be done here.
Jacob. Quick rotation into lower, already on the pistol. Rather using the pistol. You get what I mean, running quicker.
Just still in, Matthew. Hot off the presses.
In. All right, give it to me. Let's go.
Ents just lost to Vici Gaming, 16-13, on the first map of their best of 3. Not the best news for Ents fans. They just lost 2-0 to open things up against 100 Thieves, and now losing to Vici, probably the weaker team in the tournament. And Ents, you look back like even 6 months ago, battling for the #1 spot in the world, and now maybe crashing out.
There was a statistic I saw a moment ago. Just bear with me as I try and delve through the depths of the internet to find it again.
Good pick from
that
Device.
time, yeah. Focus on the back of the Device with the pistol's able to get one. He has rafters. He'll swing off them, but unlike Spider-Man, will take a little bit of damage in doing so. Gratisfaction gets the kill onto the man he was seeking, and it's all on to Magisk. The only best of 3 that Ents has won since the addition of Sunny was against, I just had it, United.
Oh, no. I was hoping for a better name than that.
And that was at ESL 1 New York. That's the only time they've won a best
You
of 3.
can't say people didn't warn them.
If it ain't broken,
Yeah. That's
Break it yourself. I think that's what they went with on that one.
Yeah, that's not the best stat in the world. But better news for 100 Thieves. They managed to convert their anti-eco round no problem. 2 rounds in a row for themselves. So that was a full eco from Astralis. So that was to be expected. They did give away 2 frags. So Astralis now with a couple of AKs kicking things off. 3 of them now. Krieg for Magisk and Device, but they have got most of their utility. Dupree 1 and 6. I'm sure he'll find a few more as we go on. But now 100 Thieves starting to look a bit more capable on the CT side of Nuke. Never too late to come online, especially this stage of the game. 4-2 now, and it looks to be a bit of a ramp focus here from Astralis.
Yes.
Hello.
Absolutely obliterated. Talk about pre-aim timing. I'd love to see Magisk screen because I don't think he had more than a millisecond to make that shot, and he made no mistake on it. Xyp9x trades out against Jacob, but Azza rightfully back into the site, takes down Dupree, and there's more blue than yellow in the top right corner of your screen, and as such, there's more blue than yellow alive. It's Leah's Azza Gratisfaction. Azza's going to rotate back around behind the vents as well to make sure that there's no rotation out of the site or back into it to support Xyp9x's position. Glaive holds the stairs door open. They converge, clear the stairs naturally.
Yeah, it was looking very good for Astralis to have that opening pick, but now find themselves in a 3 versus 2. Bomb down at least. They've got a Molotov and a flashbang, but that's about it. Molotov now deployed. Glaive trying to buy himself some time towards the window room, doing damage towards Gratisfaction. He's down to 47. Still a good chance here for Astralis, but need to start finding picks at this point. Glaive takes a nade to the face. Xyp9x tucks himself away on the bomb side. Luckily, no one towards the ramp room at all, so he's absolutely fine. Down to a 2 versus 1. Actually, in the favor of Astralis, Xyp9x closing things out confidently there. They trickle through the decon door 1 by 1. He's more than happy to oblige and take them down. Had they come from the ramp room, he would have been done for there, but that's a massive round for Astralis to pick up, especially with the pace they set there. The opening pick towards ramp, it looked so good for them. It started to fall apart, but they managed to get a very successful round towards the end there at 2 versus 3. No problem at all. This is the opening kill from Magisk, and Jacob and Glaive going toe-to-toe towards that window room. It's Glaive coming out on top, though. Xyp9x to close things down, and there will be another buy available for 100 Thieves when money is starting to be drained.
Dancing on the edge of danger with the smoke down, and Dupree will find him instead. So he gone, opens outside. Azza doesn't want to allow that to be a possibility, so he's gone back inside Mini.
Gratisfaction's towards the ramp room, just to note. So you think he'd be backing up the outside players there, but he's held ramp with the glass cannon orb. 5 versus 4. Glaive down towards lower. He knows there's going to be a player like JKS holding towards these steps. The Molotov to push him back. HE exchange confirms his position. Glaive now, he uses that information. He knows the player's towards lower. They've got the man advantaged already. They might as well go towards the upper side, but before they can even think about it, Gratisfaction from the window room will actually bring things back. Still a 4-on-3, however. Dupree down to just 12 points of health for 2 kills in this round.
Xyp9x to take Gratisfaction. That gives Leah's information as to where he is, and Device, Xyp9x both go down. Bomb dropped inside of the doors. Just about. It's about even with the entrance point, which means it's visible, certainly, to Leah's. Should he swing to check? And he takes down a pretty good read, holding from inside of the vent. Glaive knows exactly where he is, but I don't think he's aware that JKS is rotated around behind him and protects his teammate perfectly.
Yeah, very nice round there for 100 Thieves. We wanted to see more from Liaz. Didn't really have massive numbers on that first map, but that's a fantastic round from him. The awareness with the preemptive aim towards the heaven position wins him the round there. And Dupree got that kill. It's going to fall apart very quickly, but he manages to deliver on all fronts. Round 9. Astralis broken again financially, but this time we'll take a 4. So they're going to go Deagle armor. A few nades as well. Difficult to make these rounds work on a map like Nuke, but I'm sure Astralis can find a way to puncture the defense here as we head into round 9. MP9 for Azza. Smokes. Nades towards the squeaky door. And it'll be Azza buying some time there. Gets the first kill, not quite. It's Magisk with that Desert Eagle. Somehow lands 2 body shots, and they get the advantage. Unable to get the rifle just yet, but they'll take that all day long.
Dupree and Xyp9x. Magisk. All working in a similar direction. Glaive as well with the bomb. JKS still holds toward outside. The split map is a lovely addition to Counter-Strike.
Right. Absolutely. Makes things a lot more digestible.
I said Dupree was with them. I take that back. Sorry, he was outside. He snapped away from his perspective. His name was stuck in my mind. It happens.
Gratis locks himself out of the incendiary there. It's not a huge deal, but not where he wanted it to land, that's for sure. A 5 versus 4 with the bomb down towards lower.
More important, he stays alive in that situation.
Are they saving?
But that, yeah, is interesting. They are. They're going to back away from 5 Deagles.
I guess their money's really low. It's the more conservative and disciplined approach, but still, just 1 kill found against Eagles, as you said, that's not usual. You would expect them to at least go for it, but not really feeling it. Holding on to the Kriegs instead. They could allow this one to go 6-3. Astralis can't believe their luck. Only 1 kill required, and you win the round. And it's just that 1 pick towards the huts. Get down towards lower. Round's done. Very impressive stuff, considering what they brought into the round. That was a force buy as well. So they're going to have lots of money going forward. Armor's already there for 4 players. Going to get the win bonus of 3,500 for the bomb going off. Round 10, maybe a tactical timeout required. Khalil for Magisk. AK for Dupree. 100 Thieves playing the long game here.
Device will smoke outside. They'll get ready to try and take position towards Secret. Quickly as well, just to note, they've already gotten Glaive in position behind the red crate. In fact, Jacob's going to have to be on his toes because they are heading his direction very quickly, clearing the stairs, in fact, to push him back with a Molotov. No deep smoke to cover cross. They're just going to man up about it. Jacob goes out. I thought he was going to catch them because they just started to look toward having good read from Device. His ears keen to the sounds, turned around and find the kill in the MAC-10. Lias does get Glaive, though, in return, and that gives the advantage back to 100 Thieves.
Yeah, really nice shot there from Liaz. His precision is overwhelming right now. Not quite enough to keep them in the lead, but he's certainly keeping them the rounds. 4 versus 3, Device down to 42, and JKS maybe backed up towards lower. High gratisfaction from the ramp room. 1 minute on the clock. Lower seems to be the aim of the game, but the CTC more than ready. But are they aware of Zipek's flank coming in? This is pretty much everything. It's the linchpin of the operation. Zipex finds the first shot. JKS goes down as well. That should be round map. This is just difficult for 100 Thieves now. They get these advantages. They find the shots required, but it all falls apart in a blink of an eye, and they have to save once again. Great coordination there. Zipex, we saw him coming through. They were in position to actually have a crossfire there, but stepped out of it for a second. He strikes, and it all falls apart.
Falls apart indeed. 7th round, T-side for Astralis. They lost on their own map choice, and now they're staring at a pretty unfortunate scoreline, to be fair. We still know it's mostly a CT-sided map. I say mostly. Furia certainly showed us with the Krieg, with the ramp takes, because I thought ramp was really underutilized. They showed us that there is potential for it to swing to this T side every now and then when they're prepared. Astralis certainly are a team that is very prepared on this map, and they're doing exactly that. Remember, it was, by the way, speaking of Ents and their downfall, it was Ents that actually broke the win streak of Astralis on this map.
The Org's out. Looking good. Just lost to Vici, though, and their opening game with that best of 3. Really don't want to see them crashing out the tournament that early on. Want to see some success. Doesn't look good right now. It's Inferno they lost on. Here's the shot from Zipex. Like, fair play, like gratisfaction. Like, he didn't even realize he stepped out of line there. Give him an inch there, we'll take a mile. 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs. Money broken on the CT side. They limp in with 2 rifles here and USP for gratisfaction. You can't justify much more than just a flashbang here. Enough to win the round, that's for sure, but not looking good.
Massive gap. Perfect for Lias. Punches Glaive straight in the face, and he's actually going to back away, but Device and Dupree catch him in doing so. Zipix with gratisfaction. So even though the opening pick in that gap works in the favor of 100 Thieves, everything else does not. Yeah. JKS and Jacob, the only 2 remaining.
There's 2 rifles gone as well. Jacob does have Kevlar, but in a 4-on-2, I don't think that'll get him very far. 1 minute 15 remaining. They'll slow things right down, and oh no.
Oh, that was just, I mean, fair enough, I guess. It's not so much the miss of the first one, it's the correction and overcompensation on the second one that made it look sloppy.
Well, it's JKS who has time to get a rifle at this point. They know he's towards upper, and now they know he's low. Down to 36. He'll do very well to even find a frag off this one. They don't want to challenge one by one, but they do it anyway.
He picks up a Krieg. Device hears the shots from said Krieg, and yet still refaces, knowing it's an angle that could easily be held. JKS unfavorable with 36, but Magisk goes straight at him. Luckily didn't take any damage, and Astralis find their 8th.
Yeah, JKS with no armor there, just to bear in mind. So the aim punch certainly a factor there. He had the right position, he had the awareness. The Major's coming towards events, but as soon as one bullet hits him, he saw the crosser go right up, and that's round over. 8-3 on the T side of Nuke. If you're just joining us, it's the best of 3 here. It was Inferno to kick things off. The pick up 100 Thieves, which was looking very good. They won both pistols, a 5-0 start. You'd think, yeah, that's the locked-in victory, but no. Astralis came back and actually had a pretty convincing finish, and now looking to close things out 2-0. It's the final game of the day. 3 best of 3s pretty much consistently throughout this tournament. 8 teams in total. And now, money back in favor, 400 Thieves here. Good damage towards Device, even more so towards Dupree there, as Jacob finds him the advantage.
Device is dancing. Bit of a tango with Jacob, and it takes 2 to tango, so they're done dancing because Device is gone. There's just one of them left, Henry.
That's it. And at this point, surely 100 Thieves convert this round, but Glaive, he snuck his way towards the upper bomb site, gets one, but that's all he'll finally has. He's been fantastic. That's enough to win them the round. 3 versus 2, but Magisk will do everything he can here. Got the Krieg at this point, but can't find the headshot required. It's going to be a convincing round there for 100 Thieves. 4 on the board. You can see out there trying to keep the team morale high, even though they found themselves in a difficult spot. Still some smile on their faces. Managed to win out against Ents earlier today. After going down 12-3 on their CT side of train, they actually brought it back on their T side, which was pretty remarkable, I have to say. Looked like they were absolutely done for. Well, difficult buy here for Astralis. They'll force again. They managed to wait 5 Deagles work before. Now they've got 4 Deagles and 1 AK. So, logically, they win this round, but it's a flashbang towards the ramp. Going to try and pounce on this position, but through the flames they go. Perfectly played by Jacob and JKS. Looks like there'll be an eco on the cards going forward for Astralis. Glaive, nothing to do here, really, to be an absolute nightmare for 100 Thieves to give up anything else. They don't have to. The bomb's down towards ramp room. They've got outside covered by Jacob. Glaive will just be looking for mistakes here, but I don't see a world where they give anything up.
Up the ladder they go. Jacob. He's hunting. I think Glaive might actually catch him. Not quite. So, and as a result, we will continue to this round. But I don't think it matters. I think Glaive catches him. It just means he's going to get sought after immediately by everyone else. He silently climbed back down, so he did suspect that Jacob was working through. 53 seconds, chance to do something with this, but bomb down toward ramp. They'll stop looking for him, and they'll go directly toward the bomb. That single kill was enough to give them concern. No longer worried about him saving a weapon. They'll get both in the end by holding the objective. 8-5.
Yeah, need these last 2 rounds desperately. That was the force pipe from Astralis, bear in mind, so should be the eco now, so a chance to go 8-6. Should just be Glocks. They've only got $2,000 per player, so wouldn't expect much more than that. Glaive can maybe get a P250. Doesn't even bother with that. So just full eco here. You don't see many of these days. Round 14. Astralis have already got more than enough rounds on the T side of Nuke. You tell them at the start they're going to get 8. They've already beat your hand off. Clean round, as expected. Nothing to get too excited about here. As 100 Thieves make light work of the Glocks. No armor. Can just fall back now. No one needs to challenge. Should be giving up a frag here. Nice shot from Dupree. But that's probably all they get. Zipex has somehow got the bomb down, Matt. You know what? That's actually a pretty decent round.
Yeah, all things considered. He's gonna go for more money. More money and a gun. Oh, you nearly had time to pull it out as well.
No way. So he gets $300 there from the bomb plant, $1,500 for the knife kill, and an extra $800 for the plant in general.
Some people play with their balls. Some people play with their brain. That's a bit of both from Zipex.
Oh, that's kind of wild. It worked out. Well, they'll take a timeout. Astralis, that is, for the final round of the first half. Zipex just injects a ton of money into the finance of Astralis. He drops the orb straight away for Device. He's like, you know what? Worked hard for this. When is this final round, Device? See what you got. At the moment, Zipex is at the top of the scoreboard with 16 kills for Astralis. Is Liaz, no surprise there, considering the shift he's put in on the CD side. 17-6. Does not deserve to be on the losing side right now. Here's the replay. Very cheeky stuff from Zipex. Just wants that money.
That was about, okay, it's a pretty long draw speed, to be fair. It was about a second before he would have been able to shoot it, but should the second player not have been so close, that could have been an awkward situation.
Could have been. Krieg certainly had the potential there, but well traded. Final round of the first half here, potentially our final map of the day, considering the scoreline. 8-6. Money decent, though, by virtue of that knife kill. Off we go, then. Grenade towards the door. Molotov to follow things up towards main entrance. Satisfaction feeling the burn, but happy to hold position.
Blave. Molotov to stairs. They'll smoke off the big garage as well as a smoke, or rather a Molotov. I didn't catch which that was that went behind. I guess I can look at our lovely minimap, can't I? Behind the big garage. They've cleared off every angle outside, except they haven't done so down below. Gratisfaction, good positioning, catches out Dupree. Gives them the one-man advantage. We've said that a few times this half, though, that 100 Thieves have the advantage. How many times have we seen them actually converted, though?
Well, this is a very important round. They need this one. 8-7 still would be a disappointing half. 9-6 would be a cause for concern, to put it lightly. Device looking to bring things back in their favor. Makes way towards main entrance, but it's a nice defensive hold here from 100 Thieves, not giving any opportunities to the sniper. I spoke too soon. Azza offers himself up towards that hub position. Lia's still there, though. He's been fantastic so far. The AWP hits him. He's down to 3 HP. The wallbang is excellent, converted by Zipex, and now they have the lead. Gratisfaction in towards the vent. Low HP if a grenade comes down there. It's going to absolutely destroy him. He's flirting with death here. I don't know how he's survived for so long, but Device will take care of things with the P250. 3 versus 1 now. Make it 0. 9-6. What a resounding half that is for the Danes. They're looking like they're a complete control here, map.
Absolutely are. 9-6 again for Astralis. Same score, different map, different circumstances as well, because this came on the T side of Nuke. We'll take a break. We'll see if they close it out as quickly as they did Inferno.
To life again, dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Time to shine for 100 Thieves if they want any chance of getting the early advancement into the playoffs. It's Astralis that have a 1 map and a half lead, 9-6. The score as we resume things on Nuke and Astralis on the CT side now. That makes things all the more difficult.
Yeah, it certainly does. 100 Thieves, though, showed prowess in the pistols on Inferno. Lost it here on Nuke to kick things off, but they'll need this one to stand a chance to get it back into it. Astralis look very confident, very comfortable as we head into the first round of the second half. Now we'll analyze the buys and see if we can work out what they'll be heading towards. The HE suggests towards the upper bomb site. Gratisfaction will have that with the smoke as well. A decent spawn, and we'll see what they want to head towards. Actually going to be smoking towards outside to kick things off here, as well. The second smoke, presumably towards outside as well. So it could be a bit of a ruse here. Maybe send one player towards outside, but the bomb's going to be there as well. So quick pace here. Out they go, avoiding the shots of the USPs. Not quite for Jacob, no, down to 76 as they hold puts and wait outside.
Well, hold put and wait, but it's interesting that Jack in the Box took that fight and took the early peek as well as the shots to bait some fire out. I think he wanted to convince them that there was more people going down below than they were, because you can see it now. They wrap back into Mini. Good find onto Zipix, because he was the one at ramp you would have expected to be the furthest away, and he was already on the case on the rotation. Upper to retake, and perhaps a third from 4 pistols going the way of 100T.
I think you might be right.
100T going to 100P.
Not really much can be done here. It's going to be a very convincing approach there. And if these are the smokes outside, pushing back towards the upper bomb site, finding the close-range players of those Glocks and not giving up a single kill so far. Round confirmed, pistol will be theirs. 5-on-2, Majors and Glaive looking for any sort of exit frags at this point. Not really that tantalizing considering it's a CT pistol, but they'll hold on to the armor if they can. Glaive on just 5 points of health. He'll be all buried in towards CT spawn. Majors towards Secret, will confirm that they both survived, looks to be the case. And maybe a force buy in the second. As you mentioned, they haven't been too successful as of late on the CT side of Nuke. Will be a force buy to pre-confirm things with a deagle, helmet, and a smoke. Scout for device. 5-7 for Glaive, a weapon that's had a bit more love recently in the last few months. UMP for Magisk, 2 scouts now, so pretty decent buy overall, things considered. A lack of utility for sure, but there's enough there. 2 SMGs, 1 Galil, and the Thieves looking to bury this round.
Glaive down the ladder, taking out the vent in the process. That does certainly reveal that he's potentially gone in that direction. Dupree, Deagle. Works though. I'm sorry, that's an old round. That's, yeah, sorry, I can't repeat commentary.
Oh dear. How has he pulled that one off?
That's just ridiculous. The smallest. Was there a gap? I thought there might have been a small gap. Either way, he's timed it to perfection, because I don't think the gap was enough to react.
Oh no.
Device as well with the scout. Glaive's going to poke back in, and Dupree's Deagle does work, though, because he's got Jacob, and it's JKS left in a 1-on-5. How did we end up here? He'll start it off well enough, but yeah, look at the little smirk on Zonic's face. Even he knows, yep. It's just us. We're back.
The 1 kill kind of did a smile off his face, but it should be confirmed regardless. Don't want to try and keep everyone up here. Zipex with the shot from hell there, quite literally, as he manages to get the head of the ensuing tease towards Secret. JKS, though, biting back, does manage to get his 2nd kill of the round. Still has a decent chance in this one, but now that has been eradicated. Do pretty close things out. 3 of them survive. They'll pick up 2 Kriegs. That's a very successful round there for the Danes. 10-7 overall. Will have to be the force buy and response, I'd imagine.
And go back to Inferno. Sure, they struggled to get things going on the CT side, but as soon as they won a round and stole the Kriegs away, that's when they started to snowball. They gained all the momentum. Kriegs on a Nuke CT side. Oof. That is pretty good. There was no gap at all. I was wrong. I was mistaken.
It was like a wallbang smoke shot headshot. That's pretty remarkable. A little bit lucky, I suppose, but very happy with the results. 4 players towards the ramp. JKS snuck out towards upper. Looking to find damage here, and he's done more than that again with the wallbang headshot. It's Zipex looking to close things out. Could fall back at this point, but one more shot before he says goodbye to the ramp from here, and Divide still guaranteed the round pretty much. The bomb going down, 3 versus 1 as it remains. No helmets, no rifle, and no life. It's going to be 11-7, presumably 12 with the eco coming up.
Don't be hard on the guy. I got no life either. I know how it feels.
Me too, to be fair. Not really much else going on apart from
this is your life.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike, man.
Never ends.
Fidget games.
Yeah.
11-7. 11 to your 7. It's now... Okay, I was going to say a difficult decision for 100 Thieves. I think they're just going to concede a full eco.
They have to really. One flashbang, try and get
Yeah,
unlocked.
that kind of ruins it. They bought a flash.
Yeah, just one flash, try and get the bomb down towards the vents, maybe. Got a cheeky plant down like Zipex was doing, but that's the bomb gone already. Oh dear, towards the ramp room they go, and they are absolutely mauled. It's the Krieg that will do everything there, and it's going to be 12-7. 5 players survived, not looking good for 100 Thieves. They can't afford the AWP in the next round. Will have 3 rifles across the board. Not necessarily the worst outcome considering it's the T side of Nuke, but Gratisfaction, you want them on the AWP if possible. He'll have to make do with the Galil in round 20. Astralis, very comfortable right now. They can afford to give this round up and still have a full buy. Device takes the bomb down, and it's the ramp room spray down from Zipex. Manages to get everyone there, no problem at all.
Aegis already outside with the M4 this time. Damage potential limited, spray potential great. He does do, I suppose, enough damage to call it an equal trade. He goes down to 23, but Azza on 61, Gratisfaction on 48.
Yeah, we would have liked to kill out that one, but happy to be alive, I would say.
We all should be happy to be alive, Henry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Some more than others.
No, everyone should be grateful of what they have.
You're right. I'll take it back. I love this position. Glaive
I do too.
always does such good work of it, but a player has snuck by. That's going to be Azza. He's got towards main entrance. Will they be aware of it? If not, he's got a free kill towards the hut. That might be the access point they need. 12-7 here. Dupree, I don't think he has any idea. Azza has snuck his way through. The flashbang is everything, and it's going to be the kill. 5 on 4 now. Good damage done towards Liaz. Remember, it was Mages that opened things up with a couple of tags here, and they've got a 5 on 3 advantage now. No map control, but a frag found towards ramp. That's Device. Pushing in. Zipex tucks himself in the corner. I don't think he was spotted there at all. Just one grenade and they fall back. He's got all the intel. 24 kills to Zipex's name, just to note.
Yeah, last game we were saying that no one really outshone the others in terms of individual performance. This time, he certainly has put his foot forward. Perhaps that ace clutch comes to mind as one sets round and why he's so far ahead. And he closes this one with a kill onto JKS. 3 to go for Astralis. And they'll be in the playoffs already. And I repeat, the first standalone arena event for IEM in China, for ESL in China. So significant foot forward indeed. You're looking at the game I was just about to ask you. Good read, Henry.
Yes, we're going to have a look at it right now. So, ENCE lost to Vici in their opening game on Inferno, the second map now, which is going to be the pick of Train. That's for ENCE, and it's going to be 4-4 on their CD side. Still not good news, really, but looking better, I suppose. Opening kill here for Glaive once again. JKS can do nothing about that. It is a partial buy into round number 21. Looking to find their 14th and presumably close things out are Astralis. Device, bit of a shooting gallery outside, but can't find the timing just yet. Denies control towards Secret at least. One smoke, one flash. Really not enough to get towards Secret at this point. Device looks confident in his ability to hold towards outside. They've already got the man advantage. Nothing too flashy required. You've got Glaive backing things up towards Secret as well. Nice position here. Front Device going to pull the trigger any second now. The flashback will dissuade him for a second, but the round is theirs. Very convincing.
Super convincing. Yeah, this is just getting a matter of procedure, I think, at this point for Astralis. There's no concede. There's no typing GG. We fight to the bitter end here in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, we absolutely do.
Fight to the death.
AWP for Device still. Money strong for the Danes. Not so much for 100 Thieves. To the pass in the previous round, but do get the 5 rifles out here. 3 Kriegs, 2 AKs. Time running very thin now. It's Astralis. Their game to give up at this point. Bit of aggression towards the ramp, I believe. Zipex will be pushing that position. Device towards lower. Guarantees himself a frag. This is all falling apart at the seams for 100 Thieves. We'll see now. They'll try and battle for lower, but the smoke down enables Device just to focus towards that ramp, push them back towards outside. JKS, the only promising asset they have right now. He'll be actually finding that headshot towards Maedis and opens up upper. Can they actually make this work then? Apparently not.
He has 2 kills, Dupree, Zipex, and a chance for 100 Thieves to at least get another round. That's, yeah, okay, a bit optimistic. Device.
Ambitious, yeah. Had it connected, though. That's a showstopper.
Goodness me. Sweep me off my feet, guys. That's what you do. Speaking of, my feet would be much prettier in those Astralis shoes. Wonder if he brought them this time.
They're Astralis shoes?
You don't know this? We have a
Haven't seen
deal
those.
as well. I'm supposed to bring Jaden to an event. He's going to give me a set.
Okay.
That was the bet.
Couple of size 4s on their way.
You know what they say about a man with small feet, Henry?
Small socks.
Exactly. Size 4 would probably fit Jaden, so there you go.
That'd be pretty cool. Little dog booties. Astralis
There's a pretty sweet photo of her somewhere on the internet of her in an Astralis hoodie. So
I've seen that one. That's a nice one.
yeah,
She looks actually pretty good. They look pretty good in hoodies, don't they?
Yeah. The thing is, she looks super gangster, but really, she's looking at me like, take this goddamn thing off me
It's too
right
hot.
now.
Well, plenty of money, as you said, for Astralis that round. Sure, it's great for Under Thieves to deny match point, but they haven't drained the finances just yet. The Org coming out, one of the few maps that's viable on. Train and Nuke come to mind. That's all you really see it on. It's a far cry from the meta we had before, back in the Org days where every map, every situation, the Org was but it was theirs before, to be honest. They had the advantage. It was JKS who snuck his way in towards up, sabotaged the defense, smokes towards outside. Going to be deployed any second now. Good HE. Doesn't do too much damage, actually. 4 outside, 1 towards lobby. Now they go. Glaive will be looking to swing around if possible, dodging the bullets right now. Does he just push through this? Oh my goodness. The flash from it's great, but one of the players, Azza, ready and waiting.
Yeah, ready, waiting, and willing to take the fight. Does so emphatically. Goes down just to 91. Jacob still sits on 33, but they've achieved the goal of gaining outer. In fact, just though has a good position to counter it off the device. Hugging the stairs, we'll watch the front mouth of that garage, which means they will not be aware he's outside, but he misses the shot up close. Just barely gets away, 11 HP. Dupree, meanwhile, will push out toward the lobby. Has to do something.
Yes.
Has to take affirmative action at this point.
Yeah, they need some reaction play here. And the fact they've got a 4-on-3 deficit does mean they're going to try and push towards the lobby here, but
I was literally almost doing the same
You were.
thing
That was weird. Missed shot from Device, meaning he can't swing on this one, but the 9 seconds remaining, and that was all down to Dupree there. If he gets that kill, as everything, bomb should be planted at this point. That should be round confirmed as well. See a sigh of relief there for Kassad. Knows they need this one. Can't afford to let it go 15-8. So now another successful round. Could have been shut down though. With 8 seconds remaining, if Dupree gets a double kill there, bomb's not going down. Even 1 kill might have been enough, but not meant to be. Overwhelming towards outside. Device looking to save the orb. Zipex of that M4. Like we say, got 1 more buy left in them, especially if they save some weapons. Good stuff from Under Thieves.
Zipex sits back and waits with the M4. Not done just yet. M4 will at least be held over. $5,100, 47, now becomes 66 from a Jisk. Plenty of money, honey. Just don't drain the bank account tonight, if you wouldn't mind. My favorite reference to that, it's hard to reference without actually just saying it directly. You know the Jetsons, the opening of the Jetsons?
Yeah.
When he takes out the dollar bill or whatever, the bill to like give to his wife, and then she just grabs the wallet and leaves him with the
I do
dollar
remember
bill.
that, yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly.
it's on the intro.
Yeah.
It's a great little sequence.
The Jetsons. I haven't watched that in some time.
Yeah, I have a poster of it that my parents had when they were like teenagers. I still have the poster.
Well, there you go. It all comes full circle. Now you're making references on big broadcasts.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yes.
What year was the Jetsons set in? Probably like 2020.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, exactly. They're a little optimistic on our technological advancements, but at least the foresight was there to talk about hover cars and all that madness. I think it was what produced in the
2062.
Okay,
that's
so
not
we've
too
got some time. That's actually believable then.
Yeah.
I mean, 1984 is a few years late, but we're getting there now. Zipex, 2 kills, Azalias, and a third, not quite. JKS gets that as Bajisk steps out, though, to finish the work his teammate started, and that leaves us with just Jacob. 1 on 4.
Yeah, not really much you can do with this one, I'm afraid. Nice approach towards the ramp. Unfortunately, though, they go for the smoke, and it's Zipex waiting the other side. Gives himself 2.5 kills, and Jacob will have to win a 4-on-1 clutch here. He has got a minute remaining with the bombs down towards ramp. Shouldn't be many opportunities for him, but does fire off towards the garage position and able to connect. It's going to be 59, a match point for Astralis. Money is okay for Under Thieves. I say that with bated breathly, as with 3,600 we dropped a weapon. Certainly a buy there, but Azza will take a compromise down to Galil. Perfect spray down. Bomb goes down. Stage 4. a third, but Mage is there to mop things up. No problem at all. Could be the final round here. Mac 10, Galil. Have got the utility, but not really the firepower.
So much utility at one single door frame. JKS, though, has achieved the goal. He's below. He's down there. Does Device? No. He certainly rotated with the possibility in mind. But does he win the duel? Certainly. JKS was already damaged by Magisk. It was an easy cleanup for him. In fact, he did it without even really having to worry too much about an exchange going the other way. So, two Kriegs still in contention. Magisk has the other outside watching long towards Secret. No one confirmed in his sights, but smokes down. It's, ooh, okay, Device that was supposed to be ready for that position. He's got to be so careful because they come both directions. Hits one with a nade and turns to find the other. How's the timing go in his favor? JK at least gets it back slightly, but he now remains as the sole hope for 100 Thieves, and he's got Magisk, Glaive, and Xyp9x to close this out for Astralis, standing in his way of any possibility of going further. Already spotted, Magisk gets the shot through the door. A man who said the Krieg long ago was the best gun in the game. We thought he wasn't serious at the time. Little did we know, here we are now as Astralis make their way into the arena.
They lost the pistol, but only give up 2 follow-up rounds there. It's their map pick, and you can see why Astralis are back in fighting form. That's a resounding victory for them, especially from the likes of Xyp9x. 27 kills for him. Device with 25. They are back. They're looking much better, and we'll see them looking very, very good indeed. That's going to be 2-0 in their way towards the playoffs. Throw it towards the desk and see what the boys made of it.